Hey, how y'all doing? Jimmy Miller here. I know you're not used to usually seeing me on this side of the camera. If you've seen any of my videos that I show, they're all of my clients who I couldn't do any of this without them. Excuse me. And of course, any of the ones that I show of them, as I say on my profile page, they're doing the movement with maximum benefit with the lowest risk of injury at the technique that's going to yield that. What I want to share with y'all is somewhat of a process that I go through when I have a little more non-traditional type of program to design. For instance, in this case, Russell Johnson, Wig Splitter, what's up, Russell, came to me and said that he was going snowboarding in a month. So I really enjoy making non-traditional programs, not just sports specific, but just non-traditional. If you've seen some of the videos, you might know what I'm talking about. Well, I started putting together some apparatuses that we were trying to mimic as much as a snowboard as we could, and I just wasn't getting the physical signature from them as I wanted to. So I had to call in the big guns, and my boy Ronnie Ruckus took care of me, of course, always does, in this partnership. They're phenomenal, passionate about what they do, and it comes through. So Ronnie gave me a board, and I was glad that he did, because it was totally different than what I expected. Didn't realize it to be so flexible and so flimsy, but certainly sturdy. Now, in the first part of this video, you're going to see is the night I got it. Kind of bound myself up in it, and I just wanted to see what I could do, what I couldn't do, what it felt like, and then what we could do to allow Russell to condition the best he could before he left, so he'd have a better chance of having fun, you know, reducing his risk of injury, and being able to perform better. Because a lot of people come from this area, they go skiing one time a year and expect just to jump right out on that snow. It's a surface we never see, strapped to some sticks, and wonder why they get ACL tears. Now, I know that there's a lot of accidents where people run into one another, and it's a shame, and some terrible accidents happen. But when you condition specifically high levels of transference as much as you can, something's better than nothing, but if you can get it to look a lot like that sport as much as you can, then you're going to have a better chance of performing it. So watch this first part. It's fine, but hang in there for the second one, because that's really gets good.
Yo, man, there's a lot of brothers out there flaking the furnace rate and scared to kick me out. Man, you've been doing all this dope producing. You had a chance to show them what time it is. So what you want me to do?
Okay, so you saw pretty much I tried to get a variety of surfaces, unstable, stable, different level changes, transverse plane, sagittal plane, frontal plane, and I enjoyed it. And afterwards, I felt really confident that at that point, again, knowing how it feels, what's possible as far as my capabilities, then being able to turn that around and give a client something that's very transferable to what they're about to do and can be real relative and helpful. So I left that night feeling pretty good. Well, I came in the next morning, which is the next tape or reel you'll see, and I had a little miscommunication with my 6 o'clock. Not really a miscommunication. He told me he wasn't going to be here, and I forgot. Well, so I was here early, and then all of a sudden, in my head, kind of off that high from last night, I wanted to get back on the board and I wanted to try some other things. So I visualized, it just came right in my head, and I wanted to implement the slide board, which the slide board is, you'll see the pictures, is that long white board with the laminate on it, and it's great for any kind of skate sports, skiing as well, ice skating, speed skating, roller skating, anything where you have to slide or there's a slippery surface that you have to react to. And then it's good just all around training in that frontal plane. They've been around forever, called Surfer from PT. Reebok used to have some. I made one. I'm not very handy, so I was real proud of the work. Well, I figured I could set that up on the box, black box, right? And then have the board, slide board, come off the front and down to the ground. And here I said, well, okay, I'll put some weight, a couple of 45s to block it, keep it from moving. So it was real stable. And then I also, just for extra support, right underneath, at the highest point where it can touch, I put the basketball. Okay, ball outside, side up. I took a couple practice runs, jumped from side to side. Here, it was working fine. I was fired up. I took a wool blanket, cut it, taped it to the bottom because you need make sure there's no friction once you to move from side to side on this board, right? So I thought my boy Ronnie's going to be fired up when I show him this, right? So what you're going to see next is what I want to do: jump to the board, do about a 90-degree turn, hit, slide, another 90-degree turn off. Boom. Flawless, right? Enjoy. And remember, nobody was hurt in the making of this video. This is from something completely different.